We are going to hear from members of Congress as they arrive during the course of their days. And I'm very proud now to introduce a member of the House who's been here so long. He was here when I was here, which means he just about laid the cornerstone on the Capitol. He's a member of the Committee on Homeland Security and on the House Administration from the 3rd District in California, Dan Lundgren. Dan?
I don't know, to be made fun of by the torch. I'm not sure about that. Well, thank you very, very much. It's great to see this distinguished panel here, and I really appreciate the chance to stop by. I'm only able to be here for a few minutes, but I appreciate what you are doing. It would be an understatement to suggest that we live in interesting times. It is one of the most interesting times I've ever seen. Not only with what we are doing on the budget, but in terms of what's happening in the area of international affairs. I would hope that it would just be obvious to people that it's no longer possible for us to ignore the fact that the Iranian nuclear program poses a threat of an arms race in the Middle East which threatens to destabilize the entire region. I would hope that people would understand how important what happens in Iran is to the United States as well as to the state of the world. Some of us were here long ago enough to be here when President Reagan was here. Some of us were here long ago enough to understand what it means to say what's really happening in the world, to tell the truth. And so as non-diplomatic as it may be, it is my idea that maybe we ought to tell the truth from time to time. And that's why I have joined with my colleagues in co-sponsoring House Res 60, the unwillingness of the State Department to even consider a reevaluation of the status of such an important element of the Iranian resistance is both short-sighted and detrimental to our interests. Interestingly enough, at the end of last year, my office had set up a classified briefing with the State Department and Department of Defense on this very subject. And DOD was coming up to my office, and suddenly the State Department canceled the meeting. So they aren't even willing to talk to a member of Congress who has a different point of view and who believes that maybe we ought to reassess, as was suggested, not for political reasons, but for factual and real-life reasons. Furthermore, that human rights tragedy at Camp Ashraf is just another demonstration of the willingness of the Iranian regime to flex its muscle beyond its borders. So I'm proud of the fact that you were able to hear from Congressman Poe, and the fact that the Foreign Affairs Committee has adopted the language in the Foreign Relations Authorization Bill for this coming fiscal year offered by him. This statement of policy is an important statement for those of us who believe that, once again, that the truth must be known and that we must act upon it. It is important for us to continue to try and give sustenance to those who would fight against that regime. Those of us in Congress have a lot of things on our plate. Oftentimes it is easy to overlook some of the more important issues. If it were not for those of you in this room and others like you allied with you who constantly bring forward this issue before members of Congress and this administration, the fight might be lost. I have confidence the fight will not be lost because I have confidence that you will not flag in your efforts to do what you think is right, to tell the truth, and to get this country recognizing what that truth is and acting upon it. I thank you very much for the chance to appear before you. I really do thank you for the work that you are doing. I can just say whenever I'm home in my district, I'm always pleased to have my friends come and see me, whether I invite them to come and see me or not. It doesn't matter whether I am in the foothills of gold country in California, as I was just 2 days ago, or whether I'm here in the district. They are omnipresent. They don't let me forget about this issue, and that's not a criticism, that's a fact. I thank you for it, I thank them for it, and God bless you, God bless this country, and God bless what you're trying to do. Thank you very, very much.